Here we go. We're back for another edition of Les Kevin, More Tech from UTECIT.com. And Les, we just got back from Depot Town in Ann Arbor at the Greyhound bus station.
Yes.
We got this guy fresh off the Greyhound bus from New Jersey. Nobody better than Greg Gumpright, our National Service Director for Sharp Electronics, right?
Greg, welcome.
Yeah, excited to be here.
How'd you get that tool bag on the bus?
No TSA.
No TSA? Okay, gotcha.
So now he told us to make sure we open with that because he wanted to make sure Maruzik knew that he was spending the money very little, that it wasn't flying first class like Sheehan does.
Yeah.
He's taking the Greyhound bus, right?
Yeah. Check that expense report.
Yeah, exactly.
So no, you've been a treasure for Sharp Electronics. We stole you from a competitor a few years back, right?
Yeah.
You've been with Sharp for a long time. And what's your role for a dealer like us? We say National Service Director. We kid about tool belts and kits and stuff. But what do you do for us?
Yeah, so really, I'm more of a customer support for the dealers. I have technicians in the field, my DSSs that come out and fix your technical problems. They can do that. I can't. So things get bubbled up to me, and I handle all kinds of problems other than technical problems, and just help keep those.
Is this a true case of those who can do and those who can't teach or manage?
I did for long enough, and then it was time to hang up the tool bag. So now I let the other guys do it.
We're giving you a hard time because it's our show. We get to bust your chops, and as sales guys, we love
Greg's
to
like, I'm never coming to Michigan again.
No, never. As a matter of fact, you guys are canceled when I leave.
Right. See if you can go pick up the latest OEM or whatever.
Right.
Why are you visiting us this week?
So it was exciting stuff.
Yeah.
We had a machine being installed at one of your customer locations, one of our new production BP 1200s.
Beautiful.
Happy to say that the install went smooth as silk.
Excellent.
The machine was up and printing last night.
Wow.
Now they're doing the network and calibration and stuff today.
Yeah.
While I'm here talking to you guys.
But I think that's fascinating, from a manufacturer perspective to bring in this level of support. One of the reasons we're so happy working with Sharp.
Well, the production stuff is such a focus with us, and we want to grow this business, and we want to show our dealers this level of support. And having my team out there side by side with your team, just making sure that everything goes smooth, especially for the first few.
Yeah.
Once they get comfortable with it, then they're good to go. And happily, I can tell you, the training that we've provided has come through tenfold. The guys come out of training, all they do is talk about how good this training was. And that's feedback from the techs going through it. So the comfort level is really high.
Do you think it's because he didn't trust us? Or do you think it's just a great support, or do you think he didn't trust us, Like, hey, we better go keep an eye on those two.
Yeah, we're happy to have you.
Yeah.
I'm that's where I'm going.
But fortunately, they trust Chris Way.
Yes.
And we have one of the best in Chris Way, right?
Absolutely.
Definitely.
So Chris came out of that training, and you're right, he was just flying high, top notch. Everything was fantastic. So you guys really put a great program together.
Yeah.
Is part of your role putting the training together? Do you oversee curriculum development, that kind of thing? Or?
I do not. That's John Mendesama handles all the training curriculum. Right. I work closely with him, and we work together on some of this stuff. But really, it's John's realm to do the training stuff.
Well, I'll tell you, the feedback was just outstanding.
Yeah. I think that's important because I think that inside baseball, right? Anybody in our line of business, dealers, it's fashionable or it's easy to pick on your manufacturer partners and they catch all the blame. But we've got a great partnership with the Sharp, and I think it's always started with Mike at the top. But everybody he's added to his team as he's built that is always following up. It's always gotten better, right? It's always improved, and you guys believe and support, and you've done a great job. And we've always said we've had it on the sales side, the solution side, and you've been instrumental on the service side and giving us great support.
Yeah, and the other exciting thing that's going on this week, we kicked off MasterTech, which
What's
you
that?
guys had Chris Way, and
Yeah.
the last Master Tech 5 years ago, he was one of the finalists and came very close to being in the top 3.
Wow.
I can't say how close, but it was very close.
Yeah.
So
So
we
is this
just
like
kicked
the
off this
Olympics?
one. It is. It is.
So can we get it configured so that Kevin can run in with a burning toner or something like that to kick it off?
So 5 years ago, I got to be Ed McMahon. So when the finalists were all done and we scored everything, I ran around with big checks to dealerships, delivering the prize money to the techs that won it, and carrying balloons, and it was a lot of fun. And
It's awesome.
the techs had no idea who won until I showed up.
Sure.
So it was a lot of fun, and I'm planning to do something similar this time.
What does somebody have to go through when they're in the Olympics of Master Tech?
Yeah, so it's a couple-hour test online just to get through the first level. We'll take the highest scores from that, find the top 20 for the country,
Okay.
and then we'll do 2 regional rounds, which are in person, one on the East Coast, one on the West Coast, and we'll do hands-on troubleshooting, testing, along with written tests, and mix some fun into that too.
So you go in and break a machine, and then is that
We
what
do,
it is?
and they have to
Yeah.
figure out
They
what we did to break it.
Yeah.
So
Now, are
it's-
you fair, or do you say, you know what, that guy, I'm gonna?
No, we're pretty.
Okay.
We're pretty fair.
All right, just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, we got a pretty good system on that, and how to grade them and score them and time them.
Well, you're talking about money being handed out. I just want to
Oh,
make
yeah.
sure you weren't getting a little cut on the backside.
Yeah, no, the techs get taken care of. I've always been a big one on taking care of the techs because that's where I started.
Yeah.
So we really want to recognize the guys that put in the work and do a good job.
That's
Well,
truly
again, Les,
spectacular.
I go back and I think this is important. This is why I like our partnership is that, there's always sales contests and stuff like that. But I think I've watched Greg over the 7 years he's been there, and it's stuff like this that, hey, the tech's got to do this. And it's exciting for our guys, right? They take great pride in how do they do this and how they score, but not all manufacturers do that. But you guys throw it out there. It's continuous improvement
Yep.
for the technicians, but you make it fun in a sense. And then they're judged on technical capability, right? Problem solving,
Yeah.
addressing that stuff, but also how they interface with you guys as the customer when you role play too.
Right.
So there's a lot of different facets.
Yeah, we do bring the customer service into it in the final round and make pretend they're walking into an irate customer with a broken machine. And how do they handle it? So that's a big part of it. We save that for the finals, but it's a lot of fun, and the guys really seem to enjoy it, and they don't get treated to fancy dinners and stuff like that much. So
Yeah.
we try to make a real big deal of it.
That's
and
awesome.
We have a lot of fun with it.
Right. That's
And,
spectacular.
but it's year long too when you look at the platinum level service,
Oh, yeah.
right? And there's different distinctions on that. And I always tell our customers it's not like the GM Goodrich sticker that you get, like where everybody gets one. You know, you got to earn these badges, right?
Right.
Can you talk a little bit about the platinum level service?
Yeah, so platinum, right now I think it's somewhere around 70 dealers, maybe 80, that achieve platinum at any level out of our 600 and some odd dealers in the country. So it's a low number, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of commitment. The technicians, the 3T trainers, even the administrative people that are recording information and using Micus and tools like that. Everybody comes into it. So platinum, just to achieve platinum, shows a
big
huge
thing.
commitment.
It's kind of like getting a colonoscopy, isn't it? I mean, it feels like that at the end of the day when you're done with the process.
Yeah, but at the end it helps, and
How hard is it to get to AAA?
AAA is difficult. It's not for everyone. Not every company is going to invest in a 3T trainer. I know you guys do, and it's a huge commitment to do that. But it's to make AAA. Basically, you got to check every box that we have in the criteria for points.
So
So it's a challenge.
our service leader, Tom Wajkowski,
Yes.
we were awarded.
Yes.
For his efforts,
Yep.
his team.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Now, he's done that by accident like 12 times in a row, hasn't he?
Wajkowski?
Yeah.
Yeah, his eyes closed. No, he's so good he can do it with his eyes closed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been very consistent here, and you guys deliver quality service, and your guys get trained, And that's the biggest difference.
Well, to be fair, we have nothing to do with it. It's Tom and Chris Ways and the Jason Martins and the Alex Bellingers and all the guys like that, the Steve Ferretz, the Tommies.
Yeah, if they listen to us,
Yeah, it is a team, and we believe in a customer experience, and we like to think that we deliver a good customer experience. But we're only capable of doing that if we have great partners like you and Sharp and some of the others.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So we appreciate that. How's your visit so far in Detroit been?
It's been good.
Yeah.
It's a little cold, but
come on, you're from Jersey.
It was warmer when I left.
It's going to be warmer when you leave, too, because we're going to get a little heat wave back.
Yeah.
But, no, well, we appreciate your support, and we'll knock him every chance we get, so we will not say it on the podcast, but that Brad Hoover guy's pretty good, so we won't say that on the podcast. But we like Brad, and he's been very supportive.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I have a really strong team that reports up to me, and the guys have been out there for a long time. They've got a lot of experience. And we got some new guys on board now. We brought some new guys for the production product, new to Sharp. A lot of experience with that production product, though. But now I'm starting to get guys retiring from my team.
Yeah.
So starting to bring some new blood on board.
Isn't that a challenge, though, for our industry as a whole? It doesn't matter the manufacturer, but just getting these young kids to realize that this is a viable career path, and there's lots of opportunities here, right?
Yeah, there is, and it is difficult. The last DSS that I had to hire took me 2 years to find the right candidate.
Really?
So,
Wow.
it's a challenge, and bringing younger people onto this path.
Right.
It's a challenge. A lot of them aren't interested, but when you can find the right guy, and I'm lucky I found a couple.
It's a home run.
It's a home run.
I've always been grateful we were in sales because it's much easier when I look at you had all these old guys you had to try to teach, hey, use the computer and something hangs on the network, and these young kids don't think that they think they're too good to do this stuff. It's been tough on the service side to keep people motivated.
It is, and we keep trying to think of new ways to attract people and make things more exciting on the service side of things.
Where do you see the industry going on the service side?
It's never going away.
I mean, but where do you see future enhancements, or what do you see if you're gazing into a crystal ball?
Well, I definitely see more like AI stuff and more computer work with the diagnostics, which I think will attract more younger audience.
Are we reading those 3D goggles and looking at it and having somebody in our earpiece telling us what to do next?
We actually looked at that last year, and we decided not to go that route. But, but yeah, that type of stuff is going to come. And I think it's just we have to continue to find ways to get interest. And one of the ways we're actually looking at trying to get people younger, find people at that, cusp of high school and trying to figure out whether they're going to go vocational type of job,
right,
or whether they're going to go to college, and try to recruit early. That's my suggestion. I've done it in the past, and it's worked well, especially for techs that they just want to learn.
I know Tom's done a great job here. We've got some very good young talent, and they're finding. The technology, the interaction in the office space, there's a lot there. There's a lot there.
And getting them to understand how much of a role the service department holds is huge.
Okay, the real reason we brought you in here and turn these lights on you and put a microphone in front of you. What's it really like to work for Mike Marizic?
He's great. No, it's great. We have a great management team, and one of the nicest things about it, coming from every place I've been before, we're very lean. So when you need to get an answer on something, you can get an answer on it. It doesn't have to go
authorities
through.
pushed down.
Yeah, I've got John Shee and then Mike.
Yeah,
that's who's over me.
Oh boy.
So I don't have a long way to go to get an answer for something. Either it's a yes or a no. Might not always be the answer I want to hear, but
I'll bet you also have a lot of autonomy.
I do. Yeah. I do. I mean, John I report to John Sheehan, who's the VP of sales for the country. John admittedly doesn't know too much about service, so he kind of lets me run my own side of the business. And
You know, the shorter list would be tell us what John really does know some about, admittedly. You know what I mean?
he's very talented.
That's a heck of an answer.
Yes.
We can go either way.
Yes, yes, yes.
Very talented.
Yes, he is.
Well, the good news is Mike doesn't interfere with you at all because he's always on the golf course, right?
Oh, jeez.
He's very busy. He's traveling a lot.
See, this
He's
guy's a
traveling
politician.
lot.
This guy's a politician.
Yeah, he asked you a yes/no question here, and you're
Yes.
yes, he is on the golf course all the time.
Oh, no, I don't know. I don't follow him, so.
All right.
But-
How much are you regretting this moment right now?
No, I think this is good. I have no problem with this.
Well, we
Yeah.
were blessed to have you in here.
Absolutely.
We relish every opportunity we get to get you in here, and I think it's important for our guys to see that you care, and you do a great job of showing that, both at management level and at the field level. So thank you for that. We appreciate our partnership. You've been nothing but accommodating and made sure you've gone out of our way for us, and your people below you have done the same thing. So we wanted to say thank you.
Excellent.
And we're happy to plug Sharp and all the great things you guys do on the service side.
Yeah, it's been a great partnership, so I'm happy to see you
Excellent.
growing even today.
And the cool thing is with the production print, it's a game changer for the Sharp dealers and the Sharp community, and what you guys are doing, and the opportunities we have to service our customers and give them new solutions that they haven't had before from us. So that's really exciting.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Hopefully we keep innovating this way and growing that business.
Well, we're here for you.
All right.
Thank you, Greg.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank
Greg.
you.